businesses, right? You know the stats, right?
Yeah, so my name's Troy Hernandez. I live across the street. Lived in the Pilsen, UIC neighborhood area for the last dozen years, except for 5 months in China last year. My grandfather grew up in the area picking up scrap metal during the Depression. Never heard the end of that story. I grew up in the suburbs and actually went to high school with some of the people that own Pure Metals. And some of my wrestling buddies from high school work at Acme, or worked at Acme. I'm sympathetic to the industry's, being a necessary industry. But after I read, the Houston study that Jerry talked about the cancer that was caused there, I had to say something and probably make some trouble for some of my high school friends.
Este es Troy, él es un miembro de la comunidad. ¿Se acuerda cuando era chiquito que su abuelo era uno de los que guardaba el metal y lo llevaba para que lo shredding? Y dice que él entonces fue criado en los suburbios y sus amistades se fue a la escuela con los que son dueños de
Pure
Pure Metal. Entonces él era simpatizante de Pure Metal porque los dueños estaban con él en la escuela. Pero cuando él empezó a estudiar lo que estaba causando fue cuando cambió y dijo, voy a tener que pelear con mis amigos.
So to answer your question, Chris, I forget the exact numbers now, but the metal shredder studied in Houston were varying sizes. They said small to medium size. So I think they were doing 500 tons to 1,600 tons. The metal shredder, from the information we got at the zoning board, here is going to be 10 times larger than the average metal shredder in that study.
Entonces el shredder que estaba en Houston era entre 15,000 y 16,000 toneladas y este va a ser, ¿cuántas veces más grande? 10 veces más grande que las que está en Houston, que dijimos que es de 15 a 16,000 toneladas al día.
Maybe like 5,000 would think.
Yeah, I think it was about 5,000.
When they run the metal that they have, that they put on the machine, sometimes it's a car, sometimes it's a refrigerator, sometimes it's just a piece of metal that they picked up, so you can't gauge that. They put on the belt, and the belt takes it through the machine. So it's never what they say, it's what they come up to next.
Well, I mean, the thing too is like you're going to have paint on a car, or you're going to have maybe gasoline inside that, maybe a little bit of residue, but that still gets inside the air.
They're supposed to have someone to go through the cars before they go down the belt.
But there's going to be a little bit of residue.
Thank you. Yes.
And one thing I can say is that the company's been very clear that they are going to have the kind of shredder that would take cars and things and buses.
Yes.
So we're talking about a mega shredder like what